Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
Stick. So then, let's send. Yeah, I don't want to waste the time running. I know we're not far. It's not that. It's more about your time. I don't like wasting your time. I just like to whiz us through, being as this is all we've got the one field, so that we go to the month of harvest, which I think is October from memory. Yeah, we're going to buy things as we need them, and that is it. Right. So then. Okay, now is there any shared storage on this? Like, that's a full price one as well. It's not a special one or anything like that. Is there any like? Sorry, apologies. I'm just thinking. There's sometimes you get the like granary type things. I don't think there is. Animal feed silo. There's a manure heap. That's very reasonable. Oil mill, shopware bin, Taylor gas. Again, another gas. No, No, there's absolutely no additional storage, so we haven't got any storage we can sort of, yeah, like trains or anything like that that we can go to. So, yeah, we'll have one final look at what's in the sales. Nope. And we will sleep through till the morning, September, and we will go to, oh, what's the time? Yeah, let's speed it up, past 9. I've never done it this way. So we're technically past 9. So really, if we go to 9 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock tomorrow. Yes. Oh, I do love the. This fantastic. There's aeroplanes that go over on this and all sorts. It's a beautiful map. I'm very impressed. Yeah, beautiful. Let's have a look at the sales. Now, that is amazing, but I did a test on. Yeah, we got. There's absolutely nothing. Well, let's just check that. We need to make sure. No, That's gonna be next month, definitely. So then, let's go straight through till next month and 9 o'clock. Yeah, I did a test with that Homer exact. I think it's a little bit bugged at the beginning because I on Hills of Tuscany we did a harvest with traditional and we got 317 tons, and we did the same on this year and we got 100 and about 18 tons. So it's reducing the harvest by 66%. So a little bit bad, you could say. 6-row corn header. Headers are attached to forage harvesters. That's 5.3 meters. Oh, wow. What is that for? Oh, the Class Jaguar 695, which is one of the latest, most reasonable forage harvesters I've actually seen. It's a very old class 695, as you can tell by the modern models. Yeah, it's obviously its power is far. You can see it's up to 410 horsepower for 64,000. You can see by the square boxy nature that it is. Yeah, but again, it's for a 6.3. That's really quite respectable. So we might. Oh, there's the 604 for 140. Yeah, I've been thinking that there's got to be something in the middle. There's the Colossus as well, but yeah, then you start to get that was the cheapest option normally, but only for the 449 version. As soon as you go big, I mean really big, it starts to get to what you'd expect to pay 360,000. So again, then there's the Orcan, which has had a bit of work since I tried it. Yeah, there's a Z320 was a slightly more powerful one. But I think there's a couple of things that were limited. I'm not sure. I think It wasn't, the straw pickup wasn't fantastic. Right, I do believe, yeah, we've seen that. So that, I am wondering. No, that's a point. Don't think I've ever done that with sunflowers. Did we do something a little bit different? We would need to, yeah, I mean, I'm going to maximize leasing. How much would it cost us to lease, not buy, that forage? I would imagine not a lot. It's a 695. Oh, we did say 695, so I'm going to literally, how much to lease? What am I going to do with it though? Well, again, this field's, we've got to do this no matter what happens. So, do you know, I'm going to go out on a limb. I've never done this. And we are going to buy that. Right, so we're going to need to pop down the shop. Leave that here. We're going to need to either buy or lease a trailer. I will spit my words out. There is the cheapest 30 tonner. Well, there is the little one that Holes FS does. That's is it a 20, 16 tonner? If we have a look at trailers, but I've had a bit of difficulty with it. And plus, which, yeah, in fact, let me show you. It's about halfway, I think. There's this one here, which is a 30 tonner. Well, unless you want to go unrealistic, it's a 30 tonner for 11,500. That's an option with bumper pull. That is 11,250. Or there's this stupendous one, but sometimes it's not so good with harvesters. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. It had issues, but then again, I think it doesn't. Don't think it does the carrots. Yeah, it's 15 cubic meters for 4,000, with also the ability to have. Do we go the blue one? I like the blue. Let's try to do, yeah. I'd like to go blue for once. I usually go for the wood one. 4,400 for a 15 cubic meter with extension. I think we're going to go for that and we'll buy it. You can also be an animal design and a liquid tanker too, so I've always had it as that. So we're going to grab that, which we've now paid for. It's quite a good steerer, this as well. It's a good all-rounder. And also 150 horsepower. So beautiful noises. I must look at the. We could look in the thing that we've got now, actually. No, both steered. We could actually look at the modder now. It is. SR Vertex. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Very good attention to detail. And the detailing on this and the noises and everything is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. Yeah, oh no, we need the trailer. We'll grab the MX as well. Because it is also 2.2 tons of storage. It's a bit wobbly on the adapter. Yeah, I love the sounds of this. Ooh. Go on then. Why did that get it and then let go of it? Okay, it's too heavy for us. Ooh. Yeah, I'm hoping that this actually does accept forage. I think it did. To repair the header. Hoping this works as it should do, as it should really. Do we stick there? Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with it. Obviously, we could go Omatana. Is that all it does? Even folds. 6-row corn. It did show that it did more than corn though, so I'm hoping that I've not gone for a lemon here, because it did show, clearly show, that it did more than corn. I think we might grab this ourselves. It's got a hitch. Let's try it. I'm not sure if it will work or it won't. Yeah, again, I'm starting straight away as well. That's what I said. I'm not going to faff around. We're not going to do the 6 months of waiting. I would just like to prove that we don't have to do that. That's just my, yeah. Never used to do that in FS19 ever, but FS22 presented a few more challenges, and I needed to find my feet on the game before ever like attempting something quite like that. And I just thought there's enough modern tractors and that now. I think we can actually have a go at doing it. So this is my first attempt at doing it where there's no safety net. Well, you could say the Lords is a safety net, really, I suppose, but if it is, that's the only one. I'm not sure. I'm hoping this is going to work. Indicates. Can't see any indicator. Oh, I can. It's very low. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse. If this works, we're going to try it on camera first. Fold. No, not yet. It's the fertilizer spreader. We'll see if this does as the picture indicated work. I always hate that when you've never done something ever, and you've just got that moment of like faith where, oh, I do like that. Very nice. Indicator. Let's switch that off. Just detract a little, I think. Left hand side off, and moments of truth. No, I know we don't. Yay, fantastic. So we chaffing. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys again on the other side. is that done. Wow, that is one of the longest first sessions I've ever done. But I was determined that I'm going to do this. We're just going to literally get cracking straight away. No faffing around. No, yeah, 6 months. Not, I enjoy it. It's more of a storyline in a way. But I thought this is more in the spirit of the game. You literally do. You're pitting your wits against the map and the game and seeing if you can figure out a way to. I would have liked to put it where the tree is, and I thought, well, I'm not going to chop trees down to begin with. It's not a bad place. It's not taking up too much of the field, but it is on our land. So, yeah, not taking any liberties or anything like that. I've got the open tunnel, which really, I almost put in the wrong place. I realised as I was pulling the trailer around, I thought, ooh, how are you going to get the trailer around? So how well did we do? I know we were doing well. When I first looked at this, I thought it was going to be 100 tons with the bonus and everything, which... it's about 90 odd. It's not bad. Not a bad guesstimate, really. It's 50% digestate. You can see that. So half of what we've got, which is 88 left, 44, which means we would need 22 tons of water to do the digestate to match that. Now then, what are we going to do? We no holds barred, because it is hard economy. All of the prices are terrible. What I thought was... yeah, I'm not going to go on for ages because it has been a long session, but I thought if you look at the shape, no, it's better on the map. If you look at the shape of the field, what I thought was, and I will use the proper, you can't really, if you zoom in a little, now the field starts to taper about there where the Omatana, the farm supply production is. If we took that off straight across there like that as the farmyard, you could have an almost square. I know this end's a little bit the same, but it's not bad, and it's bigger that end. So if we take that section off as the farmyard to begin with, for any productions, it's reasonably, when I say flat, this map is not flat. So yeah, I mean, we'd have to sculpt out a little bit here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Whether it's just do the production shed and this to begin with, working as a team, rather than the normal BGA, sort of straight into the fertilizer business. It's, remember, the prices are terrible though. Yeah, don't sort of think. But the trouble is, what are we going to do with the silage? It is true, that's why I always go the BGA. So I think we probably will. Was a bit of, yeah, the pallet started to lift, so we might do one little blob underneath that just to lift that very slightly with the smallest possible size. Now remember, lift is so terribly violent. Oh, it says as it actually does lift very gently for once. It refuses to lift now. That's typical. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of underneath the building itself. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think we're going to get quite under the pallets looking at that. But that's reasonably, I'm happy with that. So that's our first production. Maybe we are. It's just silly. What is there in the game that does fit with something that makes silage? It's the BGA, so we'll go with what I normally would do. Because they fit together like a hand and a glove, really. So we'll put the BGA perhaps down there, but I think we might level it from this point upwards to the corner, and then, although every time I level it, it never ends up, yeah, working as quite as you think. So I think we'll stick the BGA there, then we'll process that nearly 100 tons. That's not bad. I wouldn't have expected much more if I'd have done grass. Do we save it and do it now? And shall I surprise you all by actually sticking the zone markers on before I actually go into the, into it's probably not a bad idea. And we'll save it, which is a sensible person, which is most unlike me. So we could, if this goes wrong, what we'll do is I'm going to go to the second session. Next time we'll do this straight away. Well, hopefully I remember. I know what I'm like. Let's have a look. It does fit very well with these. Yeah, I'm not sure one time to try something else, but if I think that's the one that I've had on all the Let's Plays, and it's just terrible on, it's much like almost 3 times the cost of the Disturb Simulation one, which is so good. yeah, and then that's not a BGA even that looks like one, but it is a very, very good mod. And yes, that's the big Disturb simulation one, not the little one. I'm not sure if I've got. I think it's a modular one as well. I just can't ever match this. Yeah, I mean that actually, if that's going to work right, you can see the level, how it's going to level. You know that it's got quite a big skirt even at the back. So do we zoom out a little? Do we sort of, for once, do it like that with the land? It's going to do something to the path a little. That's going to also... Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, you can see the way that... I like the way that's not bad. No, yeah, it's going to go into the... I don't want to wreck the road too much. I would say that's about the best. We're going to get it. Ooh, that's not a bad guess, actually, for once. Done something to the road, but not too shabby, really. Maybe a little. Yeah, we might need to actually do a bit of... I've done this on... Wait, yeah, that's the only trouble with going near roads. Sort of have to then build back up. Like that, and then it'll go on the road a little, but it's just getting those indentations back up. So you've not wrecked the road, although you won't wreck the road. It's sort of cast in stone, but you'll make your production look pretty awful. Yeah, you can get rid of that with a dash of smooth. It's quite easy to get rid of that. And a little bit more. Yes, getting rid of that cash. It's the only thing. The game gives you the leveling, and then you still have to do more, which costs you even more. Still a bit there. Right, I think I'm happy with that. I mean, I'm not happy with it, but what I mean is, yeah, let's take that down. That'll be because I left the tractor there. It's got to work, absolutely. Hopefully smoothing doesn't cost that much, really. That's because the tractor, I should know better, but yeah. Well, if I was that unhappy, I could reload it. That's a little bit horrible. We're gonna might have to do that the hill type where you do the bit of a run down, although no, it seems to be softening quite okay. I'm not going to look the other side, we might have to spend some cash on this. Yeah, it still did it not very nice. It took a big chunk out. Might have been better to do what I said. Now let's make the intensity a bit bigger. I don't want to be here all day. Yeah, I shouldn't really have done this. So you're tired, and sometimes you just push on instead of like stopping, which you wanted to. But I suppose in another way, I know what I'm like with forgetting. Yeah, I don't always remember exactly what I was going to do the time before, or because I don't always come straight back. If I was on this next set, like straight away later today or later tomorrow, actually, no, today, it would be later on a Saturday, I think. It's softened enough that it's almost normal. Yeah, it's not taking any more cash. Very little. Yeah, I know this is going to be nasty. This side... it's not too bad. Let's sort it now. It's not as bad as you thought, actually. No, it isn't. I was expecting to see some really quite nasty bits and bobs. Let's just soften it. No, it's not done anything there, I don't think. I think that's as was. Slightly a bit more bumpy there than I'd like. Doesn't seem to want to go down terribly much there, but I don't want to take it too much or it's going to literally do underneath there. Just do a little tiny bit of paint it to see. We got that. What's that? Maybe that. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not quite doing it right, is it? Just a tiny bit of grass, but it doesn't look as nice. Yeah, it goes all over the place. It's a bit weird. Let's do a little tiny bit more of that. Yeah, and a bit of green again, I think, where it goes away. To mask the fact that it's white. Do we do a bit of plants? Can we afford it? Really? That's small grass though. Small, I think, is about right. That's why. That's small. Well. Actually, no. There is a way you can make that. If you're quick, you can then paint over it again. It's that one. Just on the edges like that and soften it a little. Almost eat it back away, which is typical. She paid a fortune for it. That's it. I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy, but then, yeah, it's... We could also do a bit of lifting on this, or maybe a bit of levelling out, and then it'll be a bit of a drop to that field. We'll see in time, but that'll do for now. Yeah, we might also do a bit of a slight hill downwards to drop more gradually than the big bump that is there. It doesn't seem to want to soften there, but yeah, interactive zone markers back off, please. Might as well save it while we're in here. So they're our beginning partners. Gonna go production shed as well, because the three work together as a triangle of beautifulness, really. I think we'd probably stick that will be enough. Should we leave the tree? Should we stick that? See if we can get the production shed in that little area. I think we probably can. Yeah, because this is going to be field, because that corners the mark. So we either put the production shed. We'll save that to next session. But I think one thing I'm going to do, I meant to do, is we are going to drop. That's our header, remember? So we're going to stick this here. And we're going to drop this up, which was very beautiful. It wasn't powerful enough to cope with the lay of the land. It really wasn't very nice. Going uphill, it slowed really down. But again, using the lay of the land, it's not the end of the world. It's nice and fast. It was, yeah, I really enjoyed having a go at that. Definitely would buy one. I didn't expect, and again, this is what I often say about the sales. If you listen to the sales and there's an item that you can run with and you think, oh, well, I wasn't going to go that way. That's what I like about the sales. I don't then have just my favourite fence or just, you know, masses I like a lot as well. I just don't always go then with always my favourite tractors. If there's a sale item, or like this time it was cheaper to get a modern tractor because we could only afford one. There was nothing in the sale that very first time, and obviously if you're going to go with you've got what you've got, so there is nothing in the sales on that first day, then lights off. Fantastic. Yeah, let's give the shop a ring and tell them it's round the back, really, which is what that signifies, isn't it, really? Yeah, so select and return. Brilliant. So we're down to 109,559 bought. We've really put the most expensive partner down that we've got initially. Production shed will do the silage and we'll go into the fertilizer business, which is no shock. It's what I would normally do, but it's because it suits what we've done. I've literally gone for what the game gave us, the header, at least the I wouldn't have done that normally. I would have gone for, if we'd have got a harvester, I would have gone harvester. If we hadn't got that forage header, I wouldn't have gone forage. But I thought, well, we could do, because I know obviously they are big sunflowers, and it's a terrible yield normally. We would have been looking to get 10 to 12 tons out of that. Instead, we've got nearly 90 tons. No, it was 90 tons of forage, which is, I don't think, bad. Does it need ploughing? Let's have a look at a bit of the field, because it was a bit of a rush job. Yeah, you can see, if I'd use the proper mouse, yeah, across there, I think with the production shed will go in the middle there. We'll use that as the farmyard. Don't think there's enough room for a shed, really. I don't think there is, but we've got that land, that green patch all the way down there. Some of which, where the windmill is, was quite flattish. So I think we could probably put a shed there, and in time, obviously probably buy one of the bad ones. Yeah, it's only over there, isn't it? Can't see, it's not shown on the actual map, is it, as anything? No, that's just those two there. Yeah, I thought it would show the windmill up on the map, but it doesn't, does it? Is this a generator? No, no. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't. You can see it is over there. But that is where I'm going to leave it. Yeah, down to 109,559. There's only really another 5,000 to get the production shed in. We will make our own fertilizer and sell it, and we will buy our partners the lots in to use. Not that we'll be using a lot on one field, and we will go from there. But that is quite a lot of silage. So that's what I was trying to look at. I was trying to see if it needs ploughing, because it often does in the first year, doesn't it? It does. So we need to, let's take the weed off. Yeah, we need to get a plough, and we're only 150 horsepower. So I will send myself a message. I wish we could afford that. I know we could afford it, but what I mean is we can't really. That's good, but again, you've got to guarantee that you've got a harvester big enough, because that's very good. But we're not, just because we went in sunflowers straight away doesn't mean that we are going in sunflowers. That was just what the hand that we were dealt with, the field that we'd got. So what's it? Yeah, plough. And what I'm thinking, the Rawley Christie, we could at a push. We're in the range for that. It's 180. We are in the range. That's that again. You can use the 6 meter, and it's not too terrible actually. But on paper, it looks like we can't. This one, likewise, I've never tried the Ridiculous Dominics with a standard tractor. I've always had a big enough tractor to match what it says I should have. Whereas the Rawley Christie, I have used 150 horsepower ones before. Are we going to buy it? It's very reasonable, even for just as a plough later on in the game. Yeah, I think we're going to apply that as well. Is that a bit boring to have the same? Why not have a black? I don't think I've ever had a black plough. I might have done actually. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so next session we'll get on with the ploughing. Yeah, we will. Which is also going to mean we need a stone picker. We'll use the stones ourselves on. Yeah, we're going to buy the Foncaser, which is the most reasonable one to begin with. You don't get much better than that, and we'll keep it blue. Fantastic. We are going to need a weight. So, and it's got to be a really reasonable. I usually go for in a push, but I'm sort of trying. Yeah, I've put a couple of the fence. No, it's not that. That's not it's not the Smetty pack. What I'd go for when I'm really my back's against the wall on a normal thing. I like the barrel weight, but that's slightly bigger for a little bit more. Self-made weight is also 900 for a 2.1. I don't think we can beat that. Yeah, that's only up to 500 kilograms. I did put a couple in. with the catch hooks like that one, you can see that's a catch hook. So it's a pass through. Yeah, it's got 3 points, which is the pass through, but then you can see it also then makes it go up to an awful lot more for having the attacher. So if I was going to do that, I would go for the standard Reuterig for 1.3, which is still cheaper than if I went with that. But I thought I'd have a look at that. There's the Skomer pack, which is equally the same. But as you can see, actually, by Vertex Design, unfortunately, oh, hang on, that's 1,000 for 1,200 kilograms. So that is actually slightly, hang on, is that the 3-point version there? Yes, it is. Is that? No, it's got a hit. The 3-point bit is the bit that you grab on that one. So that's not the standard. That's the one that has got the 3-point linkage on, which makes it 2,250 for own. It's a 2-tonner though. So that's bigger than what I'm used to having. And obviously with a pass-through as well. Also, it's a bit of a bumper. So that's not bad. How much would our normal one? 2.2 would be 1.3 for a 1-ton. Is that going to be too heavy though? Is my point. This obviously is 900 for a standard weight. It's obviously not got the pass-through function though. That's what I was really interested in. That is expensive. Yeah, I think that's it. They're the ones that I tried, the pass-throughs. So there's really the pass-through of. Is that? No, that's the. Yeah, it is just. No. I think that is it. That was the ones that I. The only ones that are just my standard ones. So I'm not sure whether to go. You know. When you're tired, I always find you make silly mistakes. We will get a weight, but we don't need one now. So do you know something? We'll leave it. We do need to, yeah. Do we need? I think we'll be all right as we are. We can always stick the fertilizer spreader on as a small weight at the back, like many farmers have to do. We can make do to begin with. So that is the scene is set. We're down to 98,159. We have a very skeleton crew of equipment. You know, we have the water, the fertilizer spreader, the forage harvester header with no forage. We have a front loader, no attachments other than the adapter to make it into a 3-point. We've obviously got that, which we can have for storage, and we've got a plough and a small tractor and the little trailer and the stone picker. So we've got not a bad set of equipment, and this is what mods do for you when you've got modder. They're not always the biggest, not always the best, but that doesn't mean to say that they're not going to get the job done. So yeah, the tractor I'm well pleased with, 150 horsepower, and it isn't that level of field still, even though I thought this was, it's still a hilly map. Well, it is an alpine area, so it's going to be in it. Anyway, all that remains to be said for this first session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.